Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Lionel Messi, that's the Barcelona star, is facing a big punishment. Barcelona superstar Lionel Messi could be hit with 12 matches ban after he was sent off in the last minute of the Barcelona Spanish Super Cup final defeat to Athletic Bilbao on Sunday night. That was yesterday, the match that was held yesterday. The Argentina playmaker was sent off as Barcelona were beaten 3-2 by the Athletic Bilbao. It was Messi's first red card for Barcelona and only the third of his career. You know, Messi is one of the greatest players, European players, and you can barely see him get a red card. But right now, this is his third red card ever since his career. That's to tell you that he is really good. You could barely see them giving him a red card in all their matches. But the referee, who is Gil, missed the incident initially, but after a VAR review, he showed Messi a straight red card for violent conduct. Messi now faces being suspended between 4 and 12 matches. That is so much, depending on the way the Spanish FA review the incident. Also, if the 6-time Ballon d'Or winner is deemed to have acted in an aggressive manner, then he could face the maximum time out of action. This is what he may eventually face. You know, any violent conduct on the field for either of the sports, the person usually face very big penalty, and that's what his own is even going to be so much. You can imagine he's either going to lose 4 matches or 12 matches at a stretch, and it could even get to the extent that he may be pulled out for a very long time, maximum time out. I know what that means for a great player, a superstar football player. This is really going to tell so bad on him, because you can imagine if you're a great person at doing what you love and then you are being stopped from doing that, it can break you as a human being. But Koeman backed his star man over the incident, saying that Messi's frustration had been repeatedly fouled throughout the game cost him the red card. You know, if you had seen that game, he was fouled several times. Maybe that was what made him so frustrated and upset, and he had to act in that violent manner, because Messi, he doesn't have any record of violence in his matches. If you watch his matches, you know he's a very great player. You can never see him get involved into an act like that. But however, Koeman is saying that he can understand what Messi did. As a Dutchman said that after this match, knowing that Messi may be faced with a very huge penalty action against him for this act. He said, I don't know how many times they fouled him. That is what Koeman is saying now. And it's normal to react when they keep trying to foul you as a player who is looking to dribble with the ball. But I need to see it again properly. So that's what Koeman is saying right now. Because Messi, that's from that match last night, Messi was fouled several times. And you know that foul can make you get so distracted, and some people can get really frustrated. That could be a possibility what had caused Messi to have acted in the way he did. But it's such a pity that a great player like this will be banned from his career for a very long period of time. But Koeman said they are still going to look into it so as to find out why he was even fouled, because the foul he received yesterday was so much. And then he acted the way he did, which was in a violent manner. Punching an opponent during the Super Cup final wasn't good at all. For the fact that he had punched his opponent, that's an act of violence. For the first time, this is how Messi had acted. So they should know, probably they should consider that he's not a violent person and he's not being violent. He's a very good player, one of the top European players, and he's been on this team for so long now. So they should probably temper justice with Messi. If he could ask for pardon from his opponents, the other team, that's the Athletic Bilbao, if he could ask for pardon from that particular player that he punched, and also for the entire team, maybe, who knows, they may grant him a little bit of punishment or penalty, or he may be asked to stay away for a few periods, but not 4 to 12 matches for him to be away. How that's so much. And they said it could even be a maximum action out. And what is maximum action out? You can imagine the number of matches that a great player, a legend, is going to miss out of. It can be so frustrating, and it will affect him negatively. So I hope and I pray that their action or the punishment or penalty given to him shouldn't be so much as to break him down, because it's really going to affect him. And they should know that he must have done that as a result of those fouls he was receiving. However, players should understand that no matter who you are in the game, you will be penalized for any violent act on the field. This should also serve as a lesson to players, irrespective of the kind of sport or game you are playing. Being violent is not an act of justification, irrespective of what happened. And also, players should try and control their anger. Some players usually put out their anger on their opponents, or sometimes even on their fellow team members, which is not right at all. So nobody is also above the law. No matter who that person is, and you be violent on the field, definitely you would face the penalty or the punishment that is attached to such kind of act. So Messi is not justified for doing what he did, because what he did was wrong and is against the sports ethics. He is really good at playing, and then getting that foul severally would have made him so frustrated that he had to put his frustration or his anger on his opponent. If you had seen that match, you would understand that this is Messi's first time of being violent on the field. He's never a violent person. Maybe if they put all that into consideration, they may either minimize the penalty given to him. Who knows? Well, there will be an update, further updates with this, because Koeman said they're still going to look into it. He will now find out. He will want to see clearly why he was given several fouls that yesterday, last night's game. And then probably from there, they would now continue with whatever they may try to put on him as a punishment or as a penalty against his actions. Messi being a great player, losing a match, 12 matches or 4 to 12 matches to be banned from playing. Wow, that will really tell on him. Well, I will still keep us updated with regards to whatever the final verdict for Messi's action will be. If it's going to still be the 4 to 12 matches that he's going to miss, or the maximum time out of action, which who knows when he would ever come back to play for Barcelona again. Probably another team may buy him off if Barcelona doesn't take him in for a very long time, or if they give him a maximum timeout action, he may decide to go into another team, or who knows whether another team will pick him up. Or, well, like I said, whatever updates that comes up with regards to Messi and the penalty given to him or the punishment, I will keep my friends and viewers updated on that. Please, do anyone have anything to say with regards to the foul that was given to Messi last night in that match? That was the final cup match that took place yesterday. Do anyone have anything to say about that? It was a good match, just though it was a 2-3 goal score. But notwithstanding, if anyone has anything to say, please put that down at the comment section. However, his action wasn't right. It's not because he's a good player that should justify his actions. No, punching an opponent is not a good thing for a player to do. Being violent on the field for any player at all is not a thing of option to do, because you as the player, irrespective of your position in that particular game, even if you are the captain, you still face the punishment that is meant to be faced by anyone who commits such offense or being violent on the field. The other time it was a tennis player who did that, and he was actually banned. So there are rules and regulations that they should adhere to. I know sometimes it can be very frustrating on those players, especially when your opponent is trying to forcefully get back at you or hitting you one-on-one head-on like that in that particular match. It can get you frustrated sometimes, but they shouldn't get into being violent. Some of them end up losing their career. Some of them end up cutting their careers short, which is not good for them, especially for people who are legends and people who are great players in their own particular sports or field. It's not going to be good at all. So his actions are not justified, despite the fact that he's one of the best European players. He is not justified for his actions, but I hope and pray they pardon him, since this is his first time. He's not a violent person. Maybe those could be put into considerations, and maybe if he could apologize to the opponent, and if they can resolve that amicably, that would be nice as well. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, to those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Once again, thank you. God bless you all.